BD Wong. Let's talk about it, y'all. The internet lit up today after longtime actor and activist BD Wong was called out for posting a comment that compared a black man to an animal. A joke that he now admits was, quote, super dumb, super wrong, and of course, deeply hurtful. It all started when creator Mike Holston, better known as TheRealTarzan on social media, posted a lighthearted name this animal ... wrong answers only clip. In the comments, BD Wong wrote, "It appears to be a black man." I'll say that again. It appears to be a black man. You know, I don't like to always pull this stuff up because I don't want to be that person. But I need y'all to at least see the image because I want y'all to understand the context. I want y'all to say, you know what, maybe, because y'all might be thinking actually, well, maybe he did. Yeah, I need y'all to see this for yourselves because I don't want y'all to think that I'm being dramatic or hyperbolic. I don't want y'all to think that I'm sensitive because, you know, sometimes stuff be stuffing. Portia wrote, remember how we've talked about how non-black members of marginalized communities aren't immune from anti-blackness? Take BD Wong here, Asian, queer, and using anti-blackness as his punchline. This is an important analysis here, but here's the actual image. The Real Tarzan wrote, name this animal, wrong answers only. Of course, there's a black man holding this animal. And Wong said, it appears to be a black man. Now, I get the joke. He's not saying this animal looks like a black man. He's sort of ignoring this and saying this. It just looks like a black man to me, which again plays into the logic or the argument that a black man is an animal. It's not funny. I'm not saying I'm offended yet. I'm just saying it's literally just not funny. Like it's not a great joke. And if you're gonna go full racist on a joke, yeah, it better be worth it. It's never worth it because it's never that funny. Anyway, for a lot of us, it wasn't just off key. It cut directly into a long history of anti-black racism that compared black people to animals on purpose and used that dehumanization to justify violence, exclusion, and exploitation. Now, that history doesn't disappear just because the format is supposed to be a joke. Black viewers called it out immediately. You know, we'd be on it. And they named it for what it was: dehumanizing, unfunny, and unacceptable, especially coming from somebody who's built their reputation as an activist and one of the few visible gay Asian American actors who has an actual public platform. Wong, of course, deleted the comment almost instantly, but not before them screenshots got taken. And then them screenshots got spread. And when he finally addressed the situation, he admitted that he messed up. His apology read, in part, y'all, I made a very bad joke. I deleted it for damage control, but it's out there and continues to hurt and disappoint. And I'm really sorry about the hurt part. I tried to follow the wrong answers only prompt with the wrongest answer. Nobody gets a free pass. I'm sorry if this WTFBD moment tarnished any respect you may have had for me. It was an attempt to own the mistake. You know, it was an attempt to fix what he saw, what he'd done, the harm he'd caused. Let me put it that way. And I'm glad that he did that, but it didn't erase the impact because the real answer is this is a problem. It's not about us not getting the joke. The issue is that joking about black people as animals hits a centuries-long nerve that has shaped law, policing, education, and the way black people are seen in this country. That's why Americans should care. Anti-blackness doesn't disappear just because it's wrapped in a punchline or from somebody inside of our community or another marginalized community. Harm is harm. And now the question is, what does accountability look like? Will Wong follow this apology with real engagement, with education, with repair? Or will this fade into another online cycle with no real lessons learned? You know, as I get older, I think about these things a little differently. I'm still frustrated by it. I still think he did something terrible, but I also think that there's pathways to redemption. You know, I'm probably more forgiving in some ways from allies than I used to be. And in some ways I'm less forgiving when I think they're exploiting us or bullshitting us. But in this case, I think he made a bad joke. If I read him generously, he made a bad joke. He made a dad joke, um, and it was thoughtless and inconsiderate. At worst, he used this as a moment to get off some real deep anti-black shit that he had inside. I don't know the brother, so I don't want to speak to his intentions, but I can tell you this was harmful. And I hope that people know that just because you're inside the community, don't mean you get a pass. Doesn't mean you get an opportunity to just say something messed up without any recourse. We expect more from you because you're one of us. We expect more from you because you're our brother, and we need more from you for that reason.